Welcome. Hello everybody, I am Deathmare93. Due to project errors and everything else, Shining Force had to stop. I love the game and I love playing it for you guys, but at the time I was using a ROM and some stuff happened, so I don't know if I'll be able to get back everything. Shining Force intentionally was not a project I wanted to do as soon as I wanted to do it later on in my Let's Playing. This game right here was the one I intended to do. Mainly because, you know, when I started Shining Force, I had no capture card, but I just couldn't get myself to do it as much as Custom Robo or Brutal Legend. If you haven't been able to tell already by the introduction, well, you'll see. This is an amazing game, and I think we should just maybe watch just for a little bit. So, enjoy. Boom. Wow, that's awesome. It's a birdie. Welcome, everybody, to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, the Let's Play. I'm going to be using the GameCube remote. I will be playing the whole thing. I will not be playing on hard, I will be playing on the middle difficulty. Ignore the save files you will be seeing. New game. I have this special one right here set up for the Let's Play. So, this is gonna be fun, guys. This is a game I really enjoy. I've played it over and over and over. Uh, Never played it on hard before. Never played a Fire Emblem on hard. So we're going to be playing on normal, and we're going to be doing a lot of boo-boos on the way, because you know how I am with tactical systems. Something I will say, different from Shining Force, Fire Emblem, once they die, and everything. So this is going to be interesting. Part 1, Silver-Haired Maiden. If I correctly believe, there will be a introduction movie, so enjoy. Uh, oh, and it's the prologue. Under Gray Skies, in case those who can't read, apparently.
Find anything?
Not yet, sir. No.
Someone's gotta be here. Keep looking.
Sir. We're wasting our time. There's no one here.
I know I heard something.
Hush, Yune. Please, don't cry. If they hear you, you'll give us away.
Who's there?
Is it the Dawn Brigade?
No, it was just a bird.
Ha ha ha! Thought we didn't see you?
Look, silver hair.
If it's the fortune teller, we'll be heroes. Without her, the Dawn Brigade is nothing.
Oh, the general's going to love this.
Sir.
Listen up, class. If you don't want to get hurt, don't struggle.
He's not alone!
So,
Got you now.
Irachi.
Good job, Micaiah. Let's go.
Right. Yune!
Alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed that one. That beautiful looking, I always say, with this game. Just looks gorgeous. It's gonna be crazy. Let's see. For this first episode, I don't know if how much I'm going to voice act, but I'll do different sorts of voices, I guess you could say. Uh, so, as you know, female voices are not my cup of tea. So, I may be for projects such as this, before I start reading, of course, I may be, trying to get a female, person to, join me and help me out. But, we'll have to see, right? Alright. Something must have happened to him. Don't worry, he'll be here. That sounds horrible. So, I will not be doing that one. I'll just be doing and saying, don't worry, he'll be here. Much more just soft voice. Really not too feminine, but it's best I can do being a guy. Hey! Wait, what? Oh, I'm doing the wrong voice. Oh, no. Okay. Hey, I have an idea, Micaiah. Why don't you use your farsight to see where Leonardo will thrive? Edward, you know that's not how it works. I foresee some things, but I don't get to choose what I see. I was just teasing. Still, Leonardo's never late. Something must have... Help! Somebody, please help us! Bandits are attacking the town. Run away! Who knows what the brutes will do if they catch you? Where is the Imperial Occupation Army at this time? How can they keep the peace when they're nowhere to be found? Yep. Who? The Binyan soldiers? Ha! They don't care a lick about us. We lost the war, and they won. We're nothing to them. There is a prequel to this called Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. We're in day in, day in. There was some war going on. Banyan and Crimea, to an empire and a kingdom, end up going against day in, and well, you can probably guess, 2 against 1 don't always win. But these are just the normal people. They're only interested in chasing down the Dawn Brigade. They let the real scoundrels run wild and brutalize us. They're worse than useless. We'll be glad to help you. Just find some place to hide and leave those bandits to us. And don't worry about us. We happen to be members of the same Dawn Brigade that the Binyan troops are interested in. What? Really? You guys in the Dawn Brigade? Wow! My friends and I talk about you all the time! You? But you're just children. Oh, how Dan has fallen. Children forced to fight and steal for the good of the poor. Robin Hood style. But we can't fight the rogues, so we'll take you up on your offer. Please be careful. They'll slice clean through if they can. Oh, I hate fighting just normal ones. Alright, as you can see, this game looks pretty cool. Listen up, you louts. This town is nothing but idiot kids and drooling graybeards. Steal everything you can. If my name isn't Pugo. Right, boss. Yune, it's dangerous here. Go find someplace safe for now. Fly, birdie, fly. Alright, so player phase. So, this is the status menu. Micaiah, she's using a light magic, which is very strange because light magic was normally supposed to only be for a priest class, which we'll see later. She's Micaiah of the Dawn Brigade, the only wielder of light magic not bound to the clergy. It is quite interesting, her. As you notice, her strength, if you notice, right here, is low, as well as her defense. Her resistance is, just somewhat good, but being level 1, I mean, that's normal. Her luck is pretty swell. Her speed, it's alright. Her skill and magic are her highest. You know, speed to me isn't as much. It's how they dodge. But then we got Edward with his iron swords. You know, that's just a basic beginner's sword and such as that. He has a vulnerary, which those are really amazing. Restores 20 HP, and as you notice, we all have well below 20 HP so far. His strength is pretty good. He has no magic, just because he's his class. Just because his class, he's a Myrmidon, I think. You know, I probably skewered that name, or that class. But basically, their fire is dedicated to the sword. Their superior speed and skills are deadly. They don't have much armor or anything. They're just meant to be fast swordsmen. You know, as you can see, if you can pause if you want to look at these right here. I love how you have to be 100 experience points each time to level up. I love that. I've trying to implement that into my RPG. You know, which you'll hear every once in a while, me talking about it. But as you can tell, his speed and skill are really high. No resistance whatsoever, and he has low protection. But alright, let's take a look. See right here, the blue. Okay, the blue is you. You know, you have your sword, and he has an axe. Swords are better going against axes. Let's see. See, your HP is 19. Mountain's 11, and hit is 100, meaning by you have a 100% chance to hit, I believe. And critical is 10, just because of the class. He's more likely to do a critical. But MT right there is times 2, mainly because you have an advantage. The opponent does not have as good of a hit. Let's see what happens. On guard. Chkwa. Oh, see, I'm just like karate chop and everything. He was okay. These are just bandits. Bandits are not too intimidating. Now, Micaiah, she uses magic. Magic and bows are a very interesting thing. If you look at the little thing right here, right above her stats on the bottom right, there's a circle. That circle, there's light. It shows light is greater than darkness. Darkness is greater than any other magic. You know, I believe fire, wind, and thunder. And then fire, wind, and thunder is better than light. So remember that. Alright, she can do a range of 2. So we're going to take this guy out. A pretty girl like you fetch a pretty penny for me. Now be a good girl and come to Papa. This right here, she is speaking in a, well, as you can tell, another language. It's of a heron tribe. Not harem, a heron, I believe. When I see the name of those things again, I call them doves. But it's a healing type language. It's amazing, actually. Especially when you actually get to hear it. What did you say? You better not have been insult you, huh? Well, you don't mess with a freaking awesome character such as Micaiah, who's actually one of my favorites. I incredibly love her character. You know? 25. Mainly, she gained that much more just because she did the finishing blow. Doesn't matter the matter of man. The goddess judges with an even hand. Alright, so the enemy phase. This is where they can approach us and everything else. But since these guys aren't too smart, we're going to attack. They're only using bronze axes, so yeah! Booyah! Alright, so my mermaid done. He needs, we'll use his iron sword. That should take out our little friend here. He might hit us. Nope. See, there's the speed coming in. All that. Look at that. He's like, ooh. If I believe right, the bandit class, you cannot, there's like not a single one you can get. If I can, yeah. So look at here. Waya. Boom. So, this guy's our protector for her. Mainly because I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to shove her, which keeps her out of the pathway of these guys. If one had maybe a ranged weapon, they could have got her. But, wait, chop. Well then. Alright, so here is Leonardo. Let's see, what voice can I do for her? Micaiah! Leonardo, how did you find us? A little bird told me. You're in fact. Yours, in fact. What were you two thinking? Taking on these bandits alone? That's beyond reckless. I'm sorry, Leonardo. We couldn't just leave the helpless villagers to these monsters. Please help us fight them. Alright, so, ooh, whoa, sweet majeebers. Might as well show this. If you click on any vacant space, you can go and get this menu. There's a unit type screen where you can look at pretty well all your stats. See? And skills. Leonardo has a very cool thing. He has a Draco shield. Crazy, right? That thing increases the defense by 2. Stuff like this are very interesting. He uses a bow, which it is a low class bow, but it's pretty good, honestly. Archers are warriors that only can use bows, but they can also, there's another weapon or two that they can use, but we'll go into that later. I thought I'd show this real quick as well. This is the body size, your weight, Your movement is 6, so you can move 6 spaces away. Affiliation is a water, so if a map has the same affiliation, you're really good. He's a Bjork, which is basically human. The unit traveling with this unit is when you pick up somebody, which we'll do that later on. I'll show you. And then the current condition is like, oh, if you're poisoned or something like that. The weapon level, it actually shows you all the different skills. There's strike and knife, bow, axe, lance, sword, fire, thunder, water, light, dark, and then staff. Staff is mainly for healing, and strike is kind of your unequipped thing. Effects, equipped weapon can inflict special damage, so it means by bows can hurt flying enemies, which get pretty annoying. Here is basically your skills. He can cancel an enemy's counterattack, so he can attack and not be countered, so it's pretty cool. And then everybody seems to have shove, which, you know, it pushes another unit 1 space, though there's some that have ones that let them push 2 spaces. Edward has Wrath, which increases critical hit percentage when he has 30% of his health left, meaning by he could do 2 criticals really quick. Then he has a critical percentage by 5 increase, so that's pretty interesting. Capacity down there, you need that. Honestly, you do. I believe Shove, though, doesn't use any capacity, so take advantage of that. Micaiah, she has a skill called Sacrifice. This one, actually, she takes her own health and heals somebody else, and can return their stats to normal. It is a rough decision to make, honestly. But, you know, that's just kind of how it goes. I mean, this is nothing, I'm not ever going to go into this, but this just basically is a guide that can tell you about all the different stuff. Since I played through the game all the way through, I have them unlocked. Options is all your different options you can pick for your game, but that's pretty much it there. And then battle save is if, you know, you have something to do or something like that, and you just can't get to that save point or do that. But without further ado, let's start taking out enemies more, shall we? This bandit is not smart at all. I mean, look at this. And then you're safe. And he can't even counterattack, which is amazing. Edward right here, see, he finished off that bandit, which is, this is one of the simpler battles, but I was just explaining the whole system to everybody, since I'm betting not everybody has played this, or maybe not played this exact one. I feel like I'm going pew pew pew. But anyway. An herb. Those are great. Let's see if I can get brave. Take an iron sword to this guy. See, they all use bronze axes, so it does help. Oh, shoot. So, let's hope we can bring Micaiah over here and... No. But he will go after Micaiah, because the enemies will go after your... Oh. Well, isn't that surprising? Archers also are quite well, or they do quite well at dodging. This really surprises me there, but they do. The reason why I'm doing this is Micaiah is your main commander, so you do need to level her up especially. Because she is quite powerful if you do train her and make sure that she becomes quite powerful and skilled. Alright, let's see. That enemy up there, he probably will not go at us. Look at that. The bow guy just... Did I just say bow guy? Oh my lord. I do this mainly because I'll put vulnerary on my guy, as much as I don't want to. and they'll have to go after him first instead of my archer. So often do that with your like have an archer behind your swordsman or knights or whatever. I mean, it's great. I love this game though. I mean, just the way it does and works, the battle system, it's just impressive. Oh shoot, you can see a critical. Look how fast criticals. I mean, just one hit KO. Boom. This is gonna be the level up screen. It's quite awesome. Ding, 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 ding. He's just showing you your strength, speed, everything else goes up slowly. Yay, this is spooky. So now we got the big baddie himself. And big baddies themselves are just a pain in the arse. I am giving our little friend here, though, the herb. And because he's going around, the herb is a lesser thing, so yeah. This is Pugo, the fighter that we're fighting. Fighters and axe-wielding brawlers who pride themselves on great physical strength. They are kind of like the bandit, but they're a little bit better. But their defense is lower. This guy has 19 attack, which is going to be hard to defeat. But we are lucky that he does not have a tomahawk or hand axe or something you can throw. Who you brats think you are? The Dawn Brigade? Yeah. Oh my. Oh, that's hurt. So, let's just see how our art. Really? Let's just see how our archer does first. So. Well, shoot. See, this guy is only hitting once, so so let us hope that all goes well. This is just a precautionary protection and stuff like that. So Edward, don't die on me. Oh shoot. That was what I was hoping for. His wrath allowed him to crit. When you're fighting bosses, they often give you like enough to level up. What just happened? Fantastic! We won! It's just like you said, Micaiah. There were no match for us. Hyune, come here. You did it. Thank you so much. We owe you our lives. You there. What are you doing? Stop immediately. That's a Bangyan soldier. As you already know. Well. Look who decided to show up. Bangyan soldiers. They certainly took their time, didn't they? We can't, Micaiah. Edward, make a break for it. Run! I'm sorry. We have to leave. I know. Thank you again for all you've done. Now go. Run! Hey lady, my name's Nico. When I grow up, I want to be just like you guys. Come back sometime. That's my horrible voice that's going to be used for all kids. Hold it! Stop right there! Who are you bellowing at, soldier? General Gerard, when did you arrive? Answer my question, maggot. I want to know who you were yelling at and why you did nothing but yell at them. Sorry, sir. We suspect they were from the Dawn Brigade, a band of thieves that target goods levied from the town. People say they give what they've stolen back to the villagers and strut around acting like heroes. They are said to have a witch among them, a girl called the Silver-Haired Maiden. They say she can heal wounds instantly. By laying her hands down on any injury, townspeople treat her like a savior. And what have you been doing about this band of fools? Sir, a few days ago, we stormed their hideout. We found a girl, much like the silver-haired maiden. We ran the dogs from their den, but they were cunning and cautious and we lost them. I see. I'm beginning to understand. How do you mean, sir? I'm beginning to understand exactly how incompetent you are. You there. Make the villagers talk. I want to know who these bandits are and where they're hiding. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. I don't care who they are. The more kick they have in them, the more fun for us, don't you think, sir? Precisely. Overseeing this dusty old town is wearing thin. A little fresh game is just what I need. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This is part 1. Everything else, I will be uploading part 2 later, and just see how you guys like it. If you like it, like, fave, sub, subscribe, and everything else, and thank you and love you all, guys. Without further ado, peace.